take over. You're not your thoughts or feelings, you're the one observing them. And remember, it's okay to feel. Non-attachment isn't about suppressing your emotions, it's about not being ruled by them. Practice gratitude. It allows you to appreciate what's here now, rather than always wanting more or fearing loss. It keeps you grounded in the present moment, which is the only place where life truly exists. Mastering the art of non-attachment is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself. It's a practice, and like any other, it requires time and effort. But the peace and freedom it brings are worth every moment spent in pursuit. Chapter 12. Embracing uncertainty with confidence. Despite the fear and discomfort it often brings, journeying through the unknown can be your greatest adventure if you choose to embrace it with confidence. With courage in your heart and a lightness in your step, you can navigate the shadowy corners of uncertainty, transforming them into stepping stones towards a fulfilling life. Remember, life isn't about avoiding the storms, but learning to dance in the rain. Embrace the uncertainty. It's a sign that you're growing, pushing boundaries, and stepping out of your comfort zone. It's okay not to have all the answers. Life isn't a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. It's natural to feel anxious about the uncertain. However, remind yourself that you're stronger than you think. You've overcome countless challenges before, and you'll do it again. Don't let fear paralyze you. Instead, use it as a catalyst to propel you forward. Practice mindfulness to stay grounded amidst uncertainty. It's about staying present, not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. It is about taking life as it comes, with all of its twists and turns, highs and lows. Lastly, trust in the journey and in yourself. Believe that you can manage anything comes your way. After all, the universe doesn't throw anything at you that you can't handle. Chapter 13. Transforming challenges into opportunities. When faced with obstacles, it's important to see them not as formidable roadblocks, but as unique opportunities for growth and learning. You see, challenges aren't bad luck or misfortune. Instead, they are the universe's way of shoving you out of your comfort zone and encouraging you to grow. But how can you transform these challenges into opportunities? The first step is to shift your perspective. Instead of viewing a challenge as an obstacle, view it as a question that needs an answer, a puzzle that needs solving. This shift alone can turn a challenging task into an intriguing challenge. Next, identify the lessons you can learn from the challenge. Maybe it's teaching you patience, resilience, or creativity. Perhaps it's making you rethink your approach or compelling you to learn a new skill. Whatever the lesson, embrace it. This is where true growth happens. Chapter 14. Fostering adaptability and resilience. Just as you've learned to see challenges as opportunities, it's equally important to foster adaptability and resilience in your life. These qualities aren't inborn but can be cultivated. They're your secret weapons in maneuvering life's ups and downs, growing from them instead of being stunted by them. Let's talk about adaptability first. It's the ability to adjust to new conditions, to be flexible in the face of change. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or principles. Rather, it's about being open to different routes that lead to the same destination. It's about not being rigidly attached to the how, so you can fully embrace the what. Start small. Try a new route to work, experiment with a different recipe, or pick up a new hobby. These small changes can help build a mindset that's open to bigger life shifts. Next is resilience. It's the capacity to bounce back after adversity, to not just survive, but thrive. Resilience is built by embracing challenges as growth opportunities, by practicing self-care and nurturing positive relationships. It's about finding strength in vulnerability, knowing it's okay not to be okay sometimes. Chapter 15. Unlocking the abundance of the unseen. Often the most impactful elements of our lives are those that remain unseen, yet they hold an abundance of potential waiting to be released by you. It's like a treasure chest hidden in the depths of the ocean, untouched and unexplored. All that's required is courage and faith to dive deep and discover the wealth that awaits. But how do you tap into this unseen abundance? Start with the understanding that this unseen abundance doesn't merely exist outside of you, it's within you. It's your untapped talents, your unseen potential, your unrealized dreams, and your ignored intuition. It's the thoughts, ideas, and emotions that you've cast aside, deeming them unimportant or unworthy. Just like a seed has the potential to become a mighty tree, you too have the potential to tap into this unseen abundance and let it flourish. To release it, you need to nurture it, feed it, water it, and provide it with the right conditions to grow. This can be done by developing a positive mindset, honing your skills, pursuing your passions, and listening to your intuition. Chapter 16. Developing trust in the unseen forces. Learning to trust in these unseen forces begins with acknowledging and embracing the power within you. You've got an untapped reservoir of strength and wisdom that you may not even be aware of. It's there, just waiting to be discovered and harnessed. Remember, you're much more capable than you give yourself credit for. The next stage is developing faith in the unexpected. Sometimes, life throws us curveballs. You might know why things are happening the way they are, but trust that there's a reason behind it. The invisible universe works in mysterious ways, always in your favor, even when it doesn't seem like it. Now, how do you develop this trust? Start small. Take baby steps. Try letting go of control in small aspects of your life. See what happens when you stop micromanaging and start allowing things to unfold naturally. You'll find that more often than not, things work out just fine, even better than you'd imagined. But remember, trusting the unseen doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. It's about finding the balance between making efforts and letting things happen. It's about understanding that you can't control everything, but you can control how you respond to what life throws at you. It's a process, and it may take some time. But as you cultivate trust in the unseen forces, you'll find that life becomes less stressful and more enjoyable. You'll also discover that you're more resilient and adaptable than you ever thought possible. So breathe, trust, let go, and see what magic the invisible universe has in store for you. Chapter 17. Recognizing the limits of personal control. In the grand scheme of things, it's important to realize that there's only so much you can control in your life. You can't command the sun to rise or the rain to fall. You can't force someone to love you or demand the universe to obey your whims. There are things in life that simply aren't within your control, and that's totally okay. Understand that relinquishing control doesn't mean giving up. It's about recognizing that there are forces beyond your grasp, elements that you can't manipulate. It's about acknowledging that you're not the puppet master of the universe. You're a part of it, not above it. You're in the flow, not controlling the current. Knowing this can be liberating. It relieves you of the pressure of attempting to control every element of your life. It allows you to breathe, to live, to let go, and to trust in the journey. It's not about apathy or fatalism. It's about acceptance and humility. It's about understanding your role within the greater whole. You're not powerless, though. You have control over your actions, your responses, your attitudes. You can choose to act with kindness, to respond with empathy, to cultivate positivity. And in doing so, you'll find that you're not letting life happen to you. You're participating in it, you're flowing with it. And that's a beautiful thing. Chapter 18. Aligning personal goals with universal rhythms. Accepting life's inherent cycles can help you connect your personal ambitions with the ebb and flow of the universe. Your life, like the tides, the sun, and the seasons, goes through cycles and patterns. Recognizing these patterns allows you to move with the flow of life, rather than against it. You're not alone if you've been pushing and working hard to reach your goals, only to encounter resistance. It's natural to want to control our outcomes, but the universe often has other plans. Rather than fighting against the current, it's about learning to swim with it. This doesn't mean abandoning your dreams, but instead, working with the energy of the universe to achieve them. Try this. Look at your goals and ask yourself, are these in harmony with the natural flow of my life? If they're not, it may be time to reassess. This isn't about giving up, but about realigning your goals with your truth and the universe's rhythm. When you align your personal goals with the universe, you tap into a powerful energy source. This energy can carry you to your objectives faster and more easily than you could have anticipated. Chapter 19. Cultivating patience and presence. As you explore how your goals align with the universe's rhythm, cultivating patience and presence becomes a powerful tool in your journey. You're not just hoping things will happen, you're actively embodying the qualities that allow life's flow to move through you. It's not always easy, and that's okay. The key is to remember that patience isn't about waiting passively, it's about being fully present in each moment, even when the desired outcomes aren't yet visible. Let's start by understanding presence. It's about grounding yourself in the here and now, fully embracing the current moment, rather than getting lost in past regrets or future anxieties. You can cultivate presence through mindful practices like meditation, breathing exercises, or simply taking a moment to tune into your senses. Cultivating patience, on the other hand, is about releasing the need for immediate gratification and trusting the pace of life. It's acknowledging that sometimes the universe's rhythm may not match your own. When this happens, instead of forcing things, try to adapt. Be patient with yourself, with others, and with the process. Chapter 20. Embracing the mystery of life's unfolding. Life often presents us with unintentional twists and turns, but it's your willingness to embrace these mysteries that can truly enhance your journey, letting life unfold in its unique, beautiful way. This isn't about surrendering control or abandoning plans. Rather, it's about keeping an open mind, welcoming the unknown, and trusting that the universe has your back. You have a role in the grand scheme of things. You are not a passive viewer, but an active participant. Yet, it's important to acknowledge that there are forces at work beyond your comprehension, shaping your journey in ways you can't predict. Embrace the mystery, the uncertainty. It's where the magic happens. It's where life's surprises, both big and small, lie waiting for you. Consider life as a book. You're both the reader and the author. You have the power to write the next chapter, but you don't know what the next page holds. This can be scary, but it can also be exciting. It's what makes life interesting, thrilling, and worth living. Chapter 21. Balancing action and allowance. In the dance of life, you must learn to balance action with allowance, working towards your goals while also giving room for life's surprises. It's not always easy, but it's essential for finding harmony in your journey. Understand that you're not always the choreographer. Sometimes, you have to let the music of the universe lead you. Think of it this way: you're paddling a canoe downstream. If you paddle too hard or too fast, you may miss the beauty of the surrounding scenery, or worse, crash into unseen obstacles. But if you don't paddle at all, you might find yourself stuck, aimlessly drifting, or moving in circles. The trick is to paddle just enough to steer your course, and then let the current do the rest. Don't be so focused on your destination that you forget to appreciate the journey. Allow yourself to feel the rhythm of life, to embrace the unexpected twists and turns. The moment you start trusting the flow, you'll find that opportunities and blessings often come in the most unexpected ways. Chapter 22. Recognizing synchronicity and serendipity. When you're in the flow, you'll start to notice synchronicities and serendipities, those magical moments that seem too perfect to be mere coincidence. This is the universe communicating with you, guiding you towards your true path. Recognizing these signs can be a game changer, offering you insights and opportunities you might otherwise miss. Synchronicity and serendipity can show up in many ways. Have you ever thought of someone only to have them call you moments later? Or maybe you've stumbled upon a book that perfectly answered a question you've been pondering. These aren't mere coincidences. They're examples of the universe aligning things in your favor, nudging you in the right direction. But how do you recognize these moments? First, you need to be present. You can't spot these magical moments if you're always lost in thought or distracted by your phone. So take a moment to breathe, slow down, and really engage with the world around you. Next, trust your intuition. It's that gut feeling that tells you something is significant, even if you can't explain why. If something feels meaningful, pay attention. It might be a sign pointing you towards the next step on your journey. Chapter 23. Liberating yourself from self-imposed limitations. Often it's not external obstacles but your own self-imposed limitations that hold you back from truly flowing with life. These barriers, formed by your beliefs and fears, often go unnoticed, yet they subtly shape your actions and experiences. You may limit yourself by thinking you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough. But here's the liberating truth: you are. Understanding this is the first step to breaking free. Begin by recognizing these limitations. They're often disguised as comfort zones, excuses, and negative self-talk. Listen to your inner voice, the one that whispers about your dreams and aspirations. Don't shut it down with doubts and fears. Instead, allow yourself to truly hear it, to feel its power. Next, challenge these limitations. Ask yourself, are these beliefs really true? More often than not, you'll find they aren't. They're merely a reflection of past experiences or fears about the future. They aren't who you are. Then replace these limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Visualize yourself as the person you want to become. Imagine living without these self-imposed barriers. The more you practice this, the more you'll start to believe in your own potential. Chapter 24. Embodying the essence of non-doing. Having shattered those self-imposed barriers, it's time to embrace the concept of non-doing, a practice that allows life's currents to carry you forward naturally. This isn't about idleness or neglecting responsibilities. It's about surrendering control, letting go of that desperate need to steer the wheel of life. It's about trusting the invisible universe to guide you. Non-doing doesn't mean you stop all actions. It means you're performing actions with a sense of detachment, without the anxious need for a specific outcome. It's about being in the moment, fully engaged in the present, without the burden of expectations. It's about allowing things to unfold naturally, with faith that the outcome will be for your highest good. Non-doing is an art, a lifestyle. It's about embracing the concept that often less is more. Your job isn't to force things, but to create an environment where things can happen naturally. This involves patience, acceptance, and trust. You've got to trust that the universe has a plan for you, and sometimes the best way to move forward is to just let go and let life happen. Chapter 25. Achieving harmony in personal and professional life. In order to achieve harmony in both your personal and professional life, it's essential to apply the concept of non-doing, letting the balance manifest naturally rather than forcing it into place. You don't have to control every aspect, every outcome. Instead, adopt a more relaxed approach and trust in the process. Remember, life isn't a battle to be won. It's a journey of discovery. By letting go, you open yourself to the wisdom of the universe, allowing it to guide you towards your life's balance. It's about letting things unfold naturally, not compelling circumstances to fit into your preconceived notions of how things should be. In your professional life, don't strain for success. Your best work will come when you're relaxed, focused, and in the flow. Instead of fretting over deadlines or pressuring yourself to be perfect, trust in your abilities and let your work evolve naturally. The same applies to your personal life. Don't force relationships or try to mold people to your expectations. Love and respect them for who they are, and let the relationship develop organically. So you've journeyed into the domain of non-interference, embracing surrender and letting go of control. You're learning to dance with the unseen forces, to recognize serendipity wrapped in the cloak of coincidence. Remember, this isn't about doing nothing, but rather about being fully present in each moment. It's your liberation from self-imposed chains. Keep practicing this art, and soon, harmony and balance will color your life's canvas. Trust the process, let it flow, and witness the magic unfold. Thanks for listening to or reading this from Audiobooks Office.